Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 16, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated and I hope you keep coming back for more. Let's get right to it. I got some windows open up. I just want to expand a little on each one and then we'll call this news over because I would like to make it as short as possible, folks. Let's go right to it. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Okay. Here, for those who are new, I do not read all the websites verbatim. I will give you the URLs and where I'm getting the information from, and the rest is up to you if you'd like to pick up where I left off. This one here, folks, is from tamebay.com, and I also like to give out the dates whenever possible, especially if they're new ones. Like this one here is from by Dan Wilson. It's from October 16, 2018, so this is new information. And the title is Amazon Launched the Shark Tank Store. So let's look a little down. Let's read a little more about it. Let's get this over here. It says Amazon has launched a store section specifically related to American business program called Shark Tank. Isn't that familiar? Just like the movie Shark Tank, the show there. Anyway, Shark Tank is an American equivalent to Dragon's Den, where entrepreneurs and investors pitch to investors and try to persuade them the validity of their business idea and brand new product so they could take it to the market. The Amazon Shark Tank shop concept is all about making those products available, and the section, as the result, it rather is eccentric. It says you could check out Shark Tank store here. You could click it on. It's got an active hyperlink. Let's just see what it's all about. Sometimes I get messed up doing this here because every time I try to go back, I end up having a problem. Let's see what happens. I didn't get a chance to check it out. Okay, all right. I don't know if it has an affiliation with the thing here, but nothing surprises me. With Amazon, they're getting into everything. What ain't they involved with? Basically, it's just a banner. Okay, it's seeing a Shark Tank. Okay. Let's see here. What do they got? It looks like a splash page with all different things that you could probably buy from anybody else, and yourself, including me, whatever. But I don't know. Just another fancy banner, I guess. Just something to, draw you to Amazon. It is what it is. Let's see if I can go back here. Let's see if it'll take me back. Okay. My computer's been kind of slow, so all right. Anyway, we did get back. All right. So if you would like to read the rest of this story, folks, you could also have your saying. You could leave a comment if you want to, expand a little on it and check it out for yourself. But let's move right along. And again, the URL, it's tamebay.com. I'm going to bump out of that one there. All right, what do we got here? Okay, Amazon takes 2.1% of the total USA consumer spend. All right, let's see what this is all about. This came out by Dan Wilson, October 16, 2018. Research from payments.com has examined how much of a USA consumer spend and retailing going to Amazon, and the results are fascinating. They reckon that OS of all the dollars percent in the USA by households equal to 2.1% of the total. And then it goes on to say here, I'm not going to read this whole thing, folks, because I said it'll be a long. This will be a long reseller news segment. It goes over here to say it's worth noting that all consumer spending is exactly that, and everything that is spent. They also have researched a share of the retail that Amazon is currently grabbing in the USA, and they estimate it to be 6.4%. And you could say this. You could read more here and see the charts here. I'm not going to click that on because we'll be going on that there. And then it goes on to say over here, this is based on 19,556, a typical Amazon household spends on retail, which is something like 1,243 annually based on official figures from the U.S. government. Yeah, if we could only make the sales, if I could only make that, that'd be nice. Anyway, the URL. Let's move right along, folks. Yes, this one here has really got me. This one here came out. This is by Chris Dawson, October 16th, today, 2018. And it goes on to say, if I can get this thing out here, Chinese sellers on Amazon with poor service manipulate search results. Wow, how about that? Let's read a little about this here. The scourge of Chinese sellers on Amazon is starting to dampen the buying experience in some categories in a similar way to how they have impacted eBay. Chinese sellers tend to offer products at knockdown prices. I was talking about this once before. I was selling a pendant, a heart-shaped pendant there, and I just did a little research on it my own, and I noticed that mine was selling for $9.99, and when I looked up some other ones, of course, they were from China, and they were almost similar, not exactly the same. $1.69 with free shipping. Another one was for 99 cents with free shipping. I don't know how they do it. They must be getting the pennies on a dollar. I don't know. But all I know is there's no way I can compete with these people. I really can't. But anyway, picking up where it left off, it says the Chinese sellers tend to offer products at knockdown prices for customers used to Amazon Prime and next day delivery. Discovering that its delivery date can be 3 weeks away can be a bit of a shock. Okay, even worse, Chinese sellers on Amazon are gaming search results by offering express shipments, but with the sting of it in the tail, exorbitant carriage charges. As an example, let me see over here, folks. I'm looking at some other stuff here. Okay, an example is a product offered for $6.36 with free delivery. In the search results with the message, get it as soon as 10 to October, whatever, when you choose express delivery at checkout. Choose express delivery, and you are in the shock for the charge of $60. Wow. For free delivery. Is extremely slow, estimated between 15 to 20 days for the item to arrive. Folks, what can I tell you? I said it once before. The foreign sellers, I think, are hampening the eBay sales, not only Amazon, but I think it's also affecting the sales because I'll be honest with you, this is the third week, right? This is the third week in October, and still no sales. I'll show you what I have on there afterwards, but the website, you can check it out for yourself. This one here is from E-Commerce Bytes. This came out yesterday, October 15, 2018. And the website over here is, I think I said, it's www. I'm sorry if I didn't. It's e-commercebytes, one word, .com. And the story here is eBay employee shows disdain for sellers not so anonymously. Okay. It says over here, an eBay employee couldn't resist snarking at a seller this morning, though he did it without identifying himself as such. A seller with over 100 listings shouldn't be using mobile app anyways, noobs. He posted in a comment on the e-commerce blog. The comment came in a post where the sellers discussed an unpopular change eBay has made it to its mobile app, in which the forcing sellers into goods to cancel listings when listing through an app. It says the eBay employees comment that the only new sellers would use eBay's app was not only out of line, it was ironic to give eBay's focus on mobile. In April, eBay said 13.4 million listings are added to the marketplace via eBay's mobile app each week. Does anybody do listing with that there eBay app? I don't do anything with that there. I don't take pictures with my cell phone and use the app to do my thing. First off, I got the iPhone 5S, which has got a small screen. And secondly, I mean, I'm sure people do it on the fly. Maybe they're a lot better at it. I like to do it on the desktop, but I never had any experience with that. But if you guys have any experience with that, you might want to check this out, But I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about it? Let me know. Drop it a comment, and let me know how you made out. Okay, what you think about this particular one here. The only thing I had to say about this here, in regards to the eBay employee, I think I told you the other day when I called up in regards to no sales or what's going on with eBay. I didn't really like the idea that the eBay teammate. Not that I'm sensitive or it's like I'm making a big thing out of it, but I don't think the person should have told me, you need to step up your game. I mean, it's like you're talking to a friend. That's something like you would talk to somebody that's really, really close to you, you don't tell an employee, oh, you need to step up your game, or should I say a customer, but I don't know, then again, they probably get a lot of complaints from people, and they probably have their off days, and maybe that's what it was, but it is what it is, folks. You know the site. Let's bump out of here. Now we're going to go into eBay sales. Now, this one here came out. I told you guys already that when you sign up with you go on the eBay community jet board, you could sign up and have it where you can get responses when every time someone makes a reply to your reply, and that's what I'm getting here. And this one here this was from 10/15. It says my sales dropped for 49%. Here's another one that came in today, 10/16/2018. My sales. Okay, the person took a snapshot of their sales. I wish I was doing good like that there. Okay, total sales. I can't even complain. I can't even compete with that. And now they're saying it's down 40.3%. At least this person made this here. Okay, I didn't even get anywhere near that. But anyway, they're doing a lot better than me, that's for sure. Here's another one. It says my sales have been down significantly since July/August, around the time eBay did an update. Auto parts used to be half NOS, new old stock. Trying to figure out why. This is the main source of income, and it's not a good situation. Not in a good. Here it says not in a good situation. Join the rest of us. And this is the thing too. When I called up that teammate, the one who said to me, "You got to step up your game," she had the audacity to tell me there's no glitches and there's nothing wrong with the system. How in God's name can a person come out and say stuff like that when these are people on the eBay community chat board voicing their concerns and issues, what's going on? How can someone tell you there's nothing going on? Is it, or are they just trying to make a simulation that, well, it's probably the person. Maybe they're not doing the right thing, or maybe they got some setting in their computer that's not right. I mean, give me a break, But it is what it is, folks. But you see what I'm saying? I mean, this is not me. Here's another one. This is a fairly new one. Yeah, well, this is new, 10/16/2018. When the idiots who keep trying to justify jobs do something, it will of necessity to be a screw up. This is especially true of the political realm and the big corporations. I have updates turned off on every possible, which is why I do click than many people. Apparently, this person here is a little upset. You can see by the comment here. When I say political realm, I don't know. Let me tell you one thing. I will say this, okay? Considering what is going on with the midterm elections, like I said it once before, folks, I do not discuss religion or politics on this YouTube channel, okay? My reasons for that, like I said once before, it's because those are two touchy subjects, and I don't want to get into a cyber with anybody. Those are things I leave off here. If people want to go find out about politics or religion, I'm sure there's other YouTube channels you could check out. But anyway, I do believe, and this is my personal take on it, with everything going on within the news and the politics going on with the midterms and all these other things that affect our worldly event, that have worldly events on things, I would think that does play a role, and include the stock market too. If people are not happy with the consumer, like let's say consumer confidence is down, or they're not happy with certain things, they're going to tighten up in their belts. They're not going to spend money. I know when I listen to the news, especially when I hear the Wall Street, stocks and stuff like that, especially with eBay, their stocks go up and down like yo-yos. I wouldn't even attempt to own any stocks on eBay or Amazon. Although Amazon may be a better hitter as far as the stocks, but I can't afford them anyway. But I think that does play a role too. People are nervous. They don't know what's going to happen. They're probably concerned about after the midterm election, maybe, and this is just a maybe after November 6th, when all the midterms, the voting is in and stuff like that, maybe it could pick up. But then here's the other thing. Maybe it might get worse. Think about that, because of all the rhetoric that's going on. You know what I'm saying? You could read in between the lines. It could be worse. I don't want to go in that. I don't want to go in that area. Let's just leave it at that. Let me bump out of here. Here's one over here about Facebook. This is from the Economic Times. Okay, Facebook says, oops, let me move over here. Facebook says attackers stole details from 29 million users. This came out October 13, 2018. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it just says Facebook Inc. said on Friday that the attackers in the mass security breach it announced late last month accessed accounts of about 30 million people in total and stole the name and contact details for 29 million users of the website. Okay, Facebook found no theft or highly personal messages or financial data and saw no use of Facebook logins to access the websites, all would have been cause of great concern. I don't know. I didn't know anything flaky with mine. I have 4 different Facebook accounts. I didn't notice anything weird or anything with it. So besides their business accounts anyway, I don't do any financial transactions with them. They're nothing. They're nothing of that sort. But for those who are experiencing something of that nature, you might want to contact Microsoft Facebook right away and let them know what's going on. And again, the URL is indiatimes.com. Okay. I don't know where they got that there. Okay. All right. That's it. Let's bump out of here. Here's another one. How much? This was from payments.com. It's www.payments.com. And it says how much of the consumer's paycheck goes to Amazon. I think we did something like that with Tame Bay. Let's see if it is. I'm not going to go into it again. In 2009, consumers first coined the term whole paycheck as a tongue-in-cheek in a way to describe the sticker shock that may felt when looking at their receipts after shopping trip to Whole Foods. Okay. We all know that Amazon bought Whole Foods. Whole Foods, of course, is the organic grocery chain that Amazon bought for $13.7 billion in June of 2017. In 2018, the term can now be legitimately used to define a portion of consumer spend on overall retail sales Amazon now captures given expansion of its ecosystem. Okay. The big difference, of course, is that Whole Foods got the moniker because of the high prices. Amazon is capturing more of the consumer's paycheck because of the good prices of its goods, prices, fast delivery, and great service. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Nothing against Bezos. Okay. Even though he's the richest man in the world right now, I do not patronize those stores that he bought. For the simple reason is I just don't. For some people who want to, go ahead. That's your choice. I don't shop at Whole Foods. They're very expensive from what I hear from other people that do shop at those stores. Whole Foods was never a store of interest to me. No offense to people that go there. Even before he took over it, he bought them. But I will not patronize stores like that. Like I said, this guy here, he's a nice guy and everything. But when I think about all the businesses and stuff that's going out of business, it puts like a little bad taste in my mouth. So if you guys want to check it out, you know where to go. Let's move right along. Okay, my favorite site, eBay Down Detector. Everybody knows that there. Here's what this is, the latest one here. Now these went up. If you are new to this channel, downdetector.com has a whole array of companies here. Not only eBay, they got Facebook, they got a whole bunch of them. You look at the list, when you go to downdetector.com, you'll see a whole array of all different companies that Down Detector does, statistics on it, research. They also have a live outage map here too. Here's the recent problems. Most reported problems was website for now this is for eBay. See right over here, folks? It's for eBay now they're talking. Website had 74% problems. Login was 14%. Checkout was 11%. Now, for those who come here and they see the old date, don't take that, you can take into consideration, but don't think it's old news. That is old news. But what you want to do when you come here, scroll down here, because I'll tell you why. This is where you're going to see the new information put up here. Okay. Now, if you're going to join the discussion, you got to sign up with them. Okay. You can see here, I got my name, Richard. This was 3 hours ago. This is what I'm trying to tell you. People might see this and say, oh, wait, I don't want to go here. This is old news. No, yes, this is old news, but this site is updated. And you can see this was 3 hours ago. Okay. It says normally an average of 5 to 10 shipments per day with an occasional once every 3 months. 0 day on eBay. We had not had an order since Thursday night last week. We're on day 5 now. What did they do now? Okay. People are really upset, and this is what gets me so upset, folks. I'm a very passive person, I really am. But when I heard that teammate stating to me that day, that eBay has no glitches, there's no problems. How could you say that? How could you say these are people that experience some problems? You might say, well, maybe they're just individual problems. Maybe their computer's not up to stuff. Maybe they don't. Maybe they have a setting that's off that's causing these glitches within their own computers, or maybe they just have bad stuff that it's not selling. It's not moving. It could be, but for the most part, if you get other people complaining about it, that's got to tell you something, folks. That has to tell you something. That's like a bell going off in your head, like, hey, what's going on here? Now here's another one over here. That's really alarming. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If we don't make any money, they don't make money. So why are they doing this? I wish I could tell you. Probably, and then here's somebody writing over here, probably to try to scare everyone into signing up for their promoted listings extortion scheme by cutting off our sales. See, now these are things that people come. Now, I don't know, like I said, as far as where are these people getting information from, or they're just making assumptions. That I don't know. Okay. Now, do these people that are calling, that are making these assumptions, did they call up with eBay? Did they have an inside source as far as like where they're getting the information from? I don't know. I really don't. But it goes on to say here, that way they could tout the amazing progress with it on their Q3 earnings report. Earnings are going to be shit. I don't like cursing on here. We already know that. It says screw the earnings. If they can fake the guidance, it'll work out. Ain't that the right windbag? Ain't that right windbag? Okay. And then it goes over here. Another person having trouble listing. It says get all the way through the listing and it won't save. Also, don't save my draft. Come on, eBay. It's fourth quarter. Here's another one. Something is extremely wrong with eBay. This is not normal. Okay? Agreed. Day 5, no orders. We average 5 a day. 5 a day. Well, I'd be happy if I made 3 a day. But 5 is good. They're lucky at doing that. And you can see these are fairly new because these are 3 hours. These are a day ago. All right, this is a day ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours. So this is an updated site, folks. So if you're going to go here, if you see it, check it out. Look, scroll down to see the new stuff. This is a day ago. This one's 15 hours ago. It says over here, this one here, in the end, eBay will lose everyone. So stupid they are. All right. Yeah, and there's another person that says this is another one here. Yeah, I used to buy a lot of stuff on eBay to resell on eBay, not anymore. I now make the drive to the pickup stuff off Craigslist to cut costs. Okay, that's an idea. And last one of me, I'm not going to load more comments up. I'll just read this one really quick. It's so weird. I can't remember the last time I bought something on eBay. I used to buy stuff there weekly, not anymore. Now it's like 3 times a year. Sad, really. Well, you know something? I don't care what that teammate says. There is definitely something going on, folks. There's no doubt about it. Here's another one over here. Let's get a down detector. This one here. Now, here's the thing. You're probably saying, this is old news. Remember I told, well, for those who follow me, I told you guys old news could be good news, right? In some cases. In some cases, it could. Now, here's the thing. This goes back, okay, and how I'm doing my statistics on it, this goes back June 13, 2010, okay? It goes back 8 years ago, all right? So here it goes right here. I have to say to post 39, I can understand myself how how some did complain about the high price of shipping, and when they got their item at a low cost. It's still laid up to $20, whatever. I agree. I was saying something to myself, but it says, but you went further and posted it. Okay, this is not what I'm talking. I mean, this is as far as that goes. You can see over here, the title over here is eBay sales drop, why so slow? And you can see the date, okay, 6/13/2010. I'm not making this stuff up. You can see this is an ongoing problem. This goes back, okay, and it probably even goes further back too, okay. I mean, look at this. It's the same thing. These are all people, responding. Okay, this guy's writing a book here. No, but it's true. This is why I'm bringing it to your attention. That's why we say old news is good news. In some cases, it is. It gives you an idea. You say, well, wait a minute. This just didn't happen. I read it on the Reseller news that the guy was talking over there said it goes back to 2010, and here it is. Okay, I am not making this stuff up, folks. It's right here. I mean, you can see it in black and white. Okay, right here. And look at the title, regarding eBay sales drop, why so slow? Okay, there it is. That's the proof in the pudding. I didn't add on this here because at the time I wasn't really into selling on eBay. I mean, I registered seller back in July of 1999, but it's been an on and off thing. That's why I don't have such a big feedback score. I started getting involved with eBay when I lost my job in June of 2016. That's when I started getting into it. But here, folks, you can see. Okay, so this is nothing new. Okay, whatever eBay is doing, they're messing things up, and it seems to be like an ongoing issue. And you know what? This may even go further back. I don't know, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. This goes back to 2010. Think about it. All right, and then last but not least, I'm just going to show you my listings here. This is all I have. I think I have a total of 32, and I'm letting them drop off. I wanted to catch this one here, the bottom one, because now it listed as good to cancel. And I told you guys I don't want to do that. What happened was there was so many hours left on it. I usually end the item. Now it posted up again. So I don't know. Now I have the starter store with 100 free listings. So this might be free. But the next time I'm going to take it, or it has 2 watches, but the next time when it counts down to like an hour, I am going to remove this if it hasn't sold. Okay. But this is all I got right now, folks. I only have a total of 32. Nothing to write home about, you know. This is what it is. Look at this. Watches, but no takers. Look at this. I mean, look at this one here, for example. Where's that one there? If I could find it here. It has a lot of views on it. Look at this one. Disney Detour Series 2, Vinylmation, Lalita Mini, right? Best of is welcomed and saved, right? $7.99, 1,663 people looked at it, right? Viewed it. 2 watches. What I would like to know is, with all those people viewing this, what are you looking for? Is it too high priced? That's why I have best offers welcomed. Make an offer. Make an offer. Really. All right, I'm going to bump out of here, folks. Let me just get over here, take my glasses off, and just want to close this video out. Anyway, I really wish I could give you guys more affirmative answers as far as, like, you know, what's going on with eBay and stuff like that. As you can see, folks, it goes back to 2010, and it might even go further back. This is just a guesstimation. Like I said, I was a registered seller on eBay back in 1999, of July of 1999. And it was an on-off thing. I started selling things around the house. I didn't buy off any thrift stores. The thrift stores weren't even a thought in my mind. I didn't even know anything about thrift stores. I didn't know anything about this business, to be honest with you. And getting involved with it back then, it was kind of easy. I was selling the Atari 2600 with like 40-something games. That went pretty quick. I did sell a stereo, you know, Panasonic all-in-one stereo that sold back then. But you're talking back in the 90s, you know, 1999. All right, so you say, all right, 2000 was a year, you know, the following year. But the thing I'm trying to say is, you know, back then, the competition wasn't that great. I don't think. I could be wrong. But, you know, everybody and their aunts or uncles are talking about eBay. Now, it's the biggest thing around. What really drives me crazy, and I know people are out there are doing their darndest to, you know, generate income, make sales. When they talk about all these programs they're offering, how to make $5,000 a month, how to make $10,000 a month, how to make $100,000. You know, one time I heard a guy saying I could make $1 million a month. I said, I'd like to know what that guy's selling for $1 million a month. There's one of those webinar things. He's talking about how they make $1 million a month. I don't know what it was, so if anyone's going to ask me, please don't ask me. You could do your own research. I don't remember who it was. All I remember is something crazy like that. But I hear all these numbers thrown out there. And, you know, what I like to know is, if somebody can answer me, you know, on this here. I know I have a small following, so the people I have on here that are following, they probably maybe never ventured into it. But maybe if you guys out there, for the followers, the existing followers I have, subscribers, maybe if you guys out there, men or women, know somebody that actually got involved with those type of webinars or programs where you can make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and so on and so forth. Could you kindly, if it's not too much trouble, you don't have to mention their names, just tell us, and please don't make it up just to make a comment. Tell us, oh yeah, I do know someone like that has made that kind of money. I'm just curious to know. I'm very curious by nature. I really am. But I just want to know if people are really making that kind of money like they say they are. Because if they are, people should be flocking to those webinars and signing up with those programs like a bat out of hell. I mean, really. I mean, you should be jumping on that bandwagon and going for it. I don't. Okay? And, you know, like my father used to say, God rest his soul, this was his saying, believe what you see and only half of what you hear. Now, granted, there are successful YouTubers out there that make a lot of money. I think you know they are. There's some young guys out there that, you know, they display their beautiful homes, their cars, and all this stuff. They travel and go in here and there. Listen, kudos, more power to you. Okay? More power to you. I'm trying to get my channel up there too. Now people say, oh, so you would like to be. Well, let me put it this way. I don't do crazy antics. That's number one. Number two, my channel is to help people, not to show people what I have. If I became successful like that, I am not going to sit there and show you a multi-million-dollar mansion or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's irrelevant. That's not. Nobody needs to see that there. And people say, well, they do that there to prove that they made the money on YouTube or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not like that though, folks. Okay, I'm very modest. I'm a very reclusive person. If I was to become that successful, I wouldn't do that there. Okay, that's not the way I roll. But anyway, it is what it is with that. But if you guys seriously know what know anybody that's been actually got involved with that, not the people they put up there. Okay, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people that follow, that are subscribers on this channel, or like I said again, maybe you're not one of those people. But if you do know somebody on there, maybe you could share it with us. They don't have to tell their names. You could just say, I know somebody who did that. It does work. I'm a very skeptical person. I don't believe everything I hear. Or say I have to see things. I don't believe all that stuff. Today, I'm not saying for sure, but I'm just saying. But with computers, you could do a lot of things, a lot of amazing things. If you get my drift with that, I could do a lot of things with a computer. But I'm just trying to bring a point out. I'm just curious to know if anybody has used those webinars or go on to those webinars and use those programs to become very successful. I would like to know. I know they usually have a couple people come up there, put up on a splash board. Oh, this person here made this much money. This person that made that much money. I was just curious to know. I would like to know what the story is. But anyway, guys, in regards to eBay sales, mine are goose eggs. This is the third week we're going on, right? Today is Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday. And no inquiries, no sales. This is going on week 3. You may say, well, the day is still young. Yeah, it is. But I'll bet you dollar for dollar that I will not get no sales this week. Probably for the whole month. And you know what I'm thinking, folks? Like I said earlier, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised with everything going on in the political spectrum. What's going on, with the midterm elections, all these rallies and so on and so forth. I think people are caught up on it. They get hung up on it there. And maybe some people that do follow me on this channel or whatever, maybe they may be involved with those type of their free time they use, that they attend to those services, whatever. Maybe that's the thing too. Maybe they just don't have the time. If you're out rallying or going to rallies or doing certain things, and maybe you don't have the time to come home and sit there and say, oh, let me go look at eBay. I feel like buying something today. I know I wouldn't. I mean, for me, I'm not gonna say for sure, but I do. Like I said, I get like little pop-up messages on my computer. Sometimes I have my laptop on. It's like to the right of me right now. And sometimes I'll get messages. I usually mute the sound, and I'll get a message that pops up. And what I'll do is after I do the video, I'll go there, check it out, and see. I'm not gonna lie. I do get sometimes caught up in that stuff, but it shouldn't. Even if we do get caught up in those things, those little trivial things. With some people, it's more than trivial. But some people may get caught up in it, but they may not focus on their responsibilities, which is making money. I do research. I've been doing research on my items I have. I'm being selective. I have 20 pages here, and that I have to go through, and I'm picking and sorting certain things out here. I told you the other day, I think it was yesterday, that you might want to check out Facebook Marketplace. Not that I made any sales off it. Well, that one for the chair. I did put that little old vintage stove on there. It doesn't. I don't think it really. There's no way it shows you views or anything like that. Or people will comment if they like it, but that's the only differentiation with that. There, it's basically the Facebook Marketplace is just like Craigslist, as far as I'm concerned. It's almost like Craigslist, but I still think in some cases it could be a good thing. I read somewhere where somebody went off of eBay, and I think I said in my video yesterday that some people are doing better with the Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. Again, it's all hearsay. I don't know these people, personally, but all I know is what I read, and that's why I share the information with you guys out there. And that's why I do the Reseller News, to enlighten and bring some things into focus. There's a lot of crazy things going on, but let me tell you something. As far as I'm concerned, my takeaway with this whole Reseller News thing here, as far as today's segment, I do believe, my personal take on it, there is something going on with eBay. There has to be, because I'm reading too many things. People on Down Detector, other blog sites and stuff like that, saying the same thing. There is something drastically going on. More so now. I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself where you say, well, wait a minute. You just showed us a clip, or whatever, a website, the eBay community, that dates back to 2010. That's true. It is. It does date back to 2010. But you would think by now, going fast forward, whatever those glitches were, they would have had them rectified by now. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, it's still the same issue. Nothing's ever changed, you see? So I don't know what they're doing. It could be because of all the new things they're rolling out, the new programs, like I said, the new payment processing thing. She did tell me the only thing this is what she says, the only thing that we're updating right now is the payment processing feature. But that was it. So I told her, I said, wait a minute, you're going to tell me there is no issues, no glitches whatsoever going on. No, there's nothing going on. There's no glitches and no problems with our website. Everything is fine. She goes, your stuff is being listed. She goes, your items are being viewed. And she goes, that's when she told me. She goes, you got to step up your game. Step up my game, lady. I am stepped up my game. It was your company that taught me how to step up my game. I didn't say that to her, but I should have said that in retaliation, and saying, yeah, I did step up my game. I was following eBay's rules or whatever their recommendations on how to drive sales, and it didn't do nothing for me, But I kind of found that a little odd. That's the first time in all the times I called up a customer service rep, and I got that kind of reply. To be honest with you, not to be be cute or funny with this here, if they do send me a customer survey notice, I will delete it. I'm not going to respond to that person. I just didn't like her attitude. She was saying other things too that were kind of like a little off key for a customer service rep. And if they send me a customer survey, particularly towards that person, I'm not going to fill it out. Because if I do fill it out, it'll all be negative, and I don't want to create a problem like that. I'd rather just get the message from eBay. If they say me a thing like that, a customer survey, just delete it and be done with it, Because if I put stuff on there, I might be putting stuff on it that's going to make her look bad. I don't want to make a person look bad. I'm not complaining. I don't want to complain to our supervisor. I could have said, can I speak to your supervisor? And she would have said, well, what's the problem? I would have just said something like that. And then when I got the person on the phone, said, well, this customer service rep is a very not a nice person. I don't like the way they handle this call. But I said, you know what? Let it be. I said my piece. She said her piece. That was it. It was done. So that's how I look at it. But as far as I'm concerned, if you guys agree to disagree, let me know. Drop a comment and say, hey, Rich, I agree with you. Yes, there is something definitely going on with eBay. It's not only me, folks, okay? It's not only me. I'm not the one sitting here conjuring up these things. That's why when I do the reseller news, I do a little research. I get so many different alerts. I get a lot of Google alerts from all different companies, eBay, Amazon. I don't really go into those or the other ones there. I mean, with eBay I do, but for Amazon, I get the Google alerts for them as well. But if I did that there, if I keep adding too much of it, this news thing will go on for 2 hours. So I try to keep it somewhat, streamlined to some point. But for the most part, that's why I do it, folks, is to get the information out there. And that's why I always put the websites up there, because like I said in many other videos, if I sit there just throwing stuff, let's just say I was reading off a paper, and I got this paper in front of me, I'm reading off it. You don't know what I've written down here. This might be stuff I made up. That's why I like to do it. That's why I like to give you the website, give you the URL, and this way you could read it for yourself and say, hey, you know what? This guy is on a level, he's not just spewing words out there, he's getting the information from this website. Okay? That's the only way I do it. Okay? If there's an experience where I don't need to go to a website, like I'm talking to you now, I'm not gonna go. There's no need for a website because I'm telling you my own experiences. So that's why I'm trying to share this information with you. But if you do get something out of the reseller news or any of the videos I put up, please subscribe to my channel. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. And most important, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification as to when I put new content out there. You'll be aware of what's going on. Okay, that's all the information I got right now, guys. I hope you have all better sales. I hope we all make sales. I hope, including myself. We'll see. Today is Tuesday. We see. We got another, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go? Well, no, let's see. 2 more weeks to go. If you're counting here, it's going on 3, basically. But we'll see how it goes. You know, who knows? Maybe at the end of the month, all of us may get a whole bunch of sales. And then again, maybe we'll get like I got last month, goose eggs. I don't know. You know, maybe after November 6th. I know it keeps saying, right, the blame game. Maybe after November 6th, when all the midterm stuff is over and all this rhetoric and all this political stuff is over, we'll have a better understanding as to what the economy is doing, the new people that are coming in office, the people that are going out. I don't know. I don't want to get into that topic, folks, but maybe after that and all the dust settles and people have a better idea of what's going on with the economy and stuff like that, maybe consumer confidence will come back. Remember one thing, folks. November, right after Thanksgiving, kicks off the Christmas holiday season. And that is coming so quick. It is. It's coming so quick. So, and you know what? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised what that turns out to be. Last Christmas, I thought I was doing good in Christmas, and not to be the Grim Reaper, but it was a good thing. But we'll see what happens, folks. You know, every day, every month, it's a different situation here. You know, I don't know if things keep going the way they're going. I'll probably end up going back to a 9-to-5 job. No, seriously. I mean, I can't keep tapping into my reserve account. You know, it's starting to go down. Down, down, down. When it gets to a certain point, you're in a critical mode here. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's that saying? I am suffering from an acute monetary deprivation. That's what it is. The money is dwindling away. You know, it's like I said, it's like putting a loaf of bread out there and you have a bunch of birds pecking on it, and the half a loaf of bread is becoming crumbs. That's what's happening, folks. It's a sad story. And I'm not the only one that shares those same sentiments. There are other people out there going through the same thing. I really do feel bad for everybody, not just for me. I mean, I'm not sitting here looking for a pity party or people to feel sorry for me. I'm just saying it's bad. I mean, it is beyond bad. eBay is dead. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't get any more dead. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens, folks. This is Rich Pasini signing off. The Reseller News. Today is October 16th, 2018. I'm wishing you all the best. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.